Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Superstar SEO Q&A number 5, the free content edition. Because, like Gary Vee said, you should teach for free. So, you have your questions, I have answers. Let's get started.
So you want to be a rock superstar and live large, big house, 5 cars, you're in charge.
Question number 1, what does SEO stand for? I'm going to treat this completely sarcastic question as if it were real. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. Search Engine Optimization is the process of getting your site to the top of the listing, which is the exact same thing as ranking, even though some people think differently. Next question is, do you believe Facebook or Instagram is a more powerful branding tool for a construction company? Truth be told, I don't have much experience with construction companies, but I don't know. My instincts tell me Facebook because I just don't feel like a lot of people are going to get a lot of value out of just pictures from construction. Maybe that's just me and it could be wrong. I don't know, but that's just what I think about that. Client SEO. How do you sell it? You. What strategies work best for you? Do you upsell? What to bundle with SEO to make the deal irresistible? What phrases do you tell your customers you do? I have a short startup phase, then monthly with monthly report, or whatever things whenever things happen. All right, that's a bunch of questions. So let's start from the beginning. How do you sell it? I don't. I make people come to me and I sell it. I make them prove to me that they're worth working with me. I'm in that position now. How I sold it before was, and I don't know if you mean like how do I get clients or what do I say to them, but basically I would just talk about the value of increased business from Google and things like that. So I'd need that question to be a little more specific to answer it properly. What strategies work best for you? And again, I'm not sure if you're asking me about getting clients or selling them, but again, I talk about value to them and give them information and things of that nature. So basically, as long as I can help them and whatever way I can help them, make it about them, and then overcome any objections that they give you. Do I upsell? No. What to bundle with SEO to make this deal irresistible? I don't do that. I set up social profiles and stuff as part of my SEO anyway, and I may present that in a way that it's something I also do, but I don't I'll do your Facebook ads or your PPC or whatever. If I'm selling SEO, I'm selling SEO. If I'm selling another service, I'm selling another service. I don't want them to get confused in people's minds. So, what phases do you tell your customers you do? I don't. I tell them that it'll take X amount of time to rank them on the first page, and then I keep working on that. And I send them a ranking report along with the invoice at the end of the month. And with some customers, I have them get a daily update on their rankings. And that's about it for that one. Hey, Chris. Hello. I hate cold calling. Is it a necessary evil to rent out videos, or cold email does the same job? I think you're going to be better off with calling. I think it's too complicated to sell over email. What does work better in your experience, cold calling or cold email? For selling and renting videos, I'm going to have to say cold calling. And how do you optimize both or either? I'm not sure what you mean by that. The approach that's worked best for me with cold calling is I'm already getting calls from this video and I don't really have anywhere to send them. Can I send them to you, or should I talk to the other business in your competitor or something like that? Obviously not as confrontational as that, but basically that's the approach I take with that. What solution works best for getting new clients? Cold email versus video versus cold calling? It just depends on what works for you. Back when I actively sought out getting clients, cold email and video worked best for me. I don't know how to cold call effectively, so that wasn't ideal for me, but I have some friends that are very, very good at that. So you have to find out what works best for you. So try everything, figure out what's working for you, and then do more of it. IFTTT. What IFTTT applets work best for video? Promote YouTube video. What IFTTT applets work best for promoting a blog, RSS feed? All of them. Basically, you want to set up your video upload to where it'll fire to as many different things on IFTTT as possible. So set up a nice ring that triggers from your IFTTT to where it'll post to every network possible. Same with RSS feed. Take full advantage of it. So having it build links and even tiered links if you want to get that involved to every time you upload a video or put up a post. So that's probably not specific like you were asking, but the specific answer wouldn't be accurate. You want to use every single thing that you possibly can. Best Web 2.0s for Boost SEO to dollar site. All of them. My favorites are Alignable, which is kind of like LinkedIn, but it's a little more for networking and it's not quite as saturated. And I find it ranks well because I think maybe Google's not quite as aware of it. So, and it gives you a do follow link, so that's a good one. Meetup.com is a great one if you want to spend a little bit of money. I don't know. That's all off the top of my head. Those are my two favorites. And I guess technically YouTube is a Web 2.0, so YouTube. So those probably those three. What is the best processing system for charging on credit card monthly fees SEO service? They're all about the same. Avoid PayPal if you can because they don't really like SEO. But you can use something like Authorize.net or Stripe or really any of them and just find the one you can get with the cheapest fee. Sometimes I use QuickBooks Online to send invoices and charge monthly that way. So just find out whatever one has the cheapest fees and is tolerant of SEO. But with any of them, I would avoid the term SEO if you can and just use marketing as your term because the SEO is just looked at as high risk by a lot of them. So if you do e-commerce nationally, would it benefit you to get a local business listing or will it hurt because it will make searches local only? Linking would be city specific, etc. And to be honest, I don't do any e-com really or ranking for it, so I'm just guessing in anything I say next. But my thought is it wouldn't do any harm, but it wouldn't do any good. So it's probably not the best use of your time, and you could probably be doing other things. I have been using Easy Blog Networks and want to add more shared hosting for some of my PBNs. Does each PBN on shared hosting need its own cPanel like a reseller account? Or can I just sign up to HostGator Baby Plan and use one cPanel for multiple PBN links out to one money site each? That the last part, the HostGator Baby Plan, you can do that. It's not how I would do it. What I like to do is there's other platforms like Easy Blog Networks, like IP networks that I like to use. And then beyond that, you just want to, you can do the reseller thing too. I've done that some. There's a lot of different options you can go. You can get cheap hosting and do, one on each. But I don't know. I don't recommend doing the HostGator thing that you suggest. I think that it's going to lead to problems. I like to have IP networks is where I have a bulk of mine, and IP networks and Easy Blog Networks. So I recommend you splitting it up between those two, and then working in some other accounts as well. So like a Namecheap here and there, or some off-brand one, what have you. So that's kind of a big question to answer, but hopefully that helps you a little bit. Any idea why my video dropped out of sight from SERPs after appearing on page 3? 10 minutes after publishing, I hit it with Source Machine, then a few hours later, it's gone. Is this normal? YouTube video ranking. Okay, so it's a good question, and I know it's a good question because I get it probably 2 to 3 times a day. The answer is you need to have syndication set up on your channel. That will help a lot. You want to send traffic to it as quickly as you can, and if it does drop out anyway, you just want to submit it to Google Search Console to bring it back. There's a video on this channel about that, so check that out. But yeah, please, everyone, print this out and write it down, record it, whatever. But yes, syndication before you upload any videos, traffic and links right away. If it drops out still, Google Search Console, and then continue to link. That's how you deal with this. Okay, like I say, I get this question a lot, and I've answered it probably 100, 200 times. So try to remember that. And again, no offense to the person that asked. I'm kind of talking to everybody here. So, also, what is a good number of accounts to have on Sinwire machine? What is a good number to start hitting some low to mid comp videos? Currently have 50. The more the better. Just do some, add some. If it's not working, add some more. If it works, then you have enough. If not, then add some more. There's not like a fixed number or anything. So if 50 is not working for you, then add some more. If it is, then great. So it's just a variable. So how are you setting up goal tracking for forms and analytics? Where are you putting the tracking code within WordPress, header.php? What's the best way to track multiple forms separately? I don't do that. I don't do goal tracking, so I can't really answer you. If you're talking about like analytics code, most themes have a place to put it, so I would put it there because if you put it in header.php, it's a good chance it's going to get wiped out when WordPress gets updated or that theme gets updated. Otherwise, if header.php is your last resort, then you can put it there. But as far as goal tracking, I don't do that, so I can't really answer that for you. Rank and rent questions. Using shared Bluehost hosting, what is the maximum number of posts a site can handle or maximum number of USA projects you've put on one site? Do you boost your IFTTT URLs to boost search engine ranking for posts? With over 41,000 posts per project, you have specific cities you like to try to boost. Okay, that's a bunch of questions. Using shared Bluehost hosting, what is the maximum number of posts a site can handle or maximum number of USA projects you put on one site? A lot. Like, I've done hundreds of thousands of posts, so I don't have like you can't go over this number, but it just, I don't know, it just depends on the theme and some other things. So a lot is the answer. I've put several on the same host before. I don't know exactly, but you can do a lot on there too. It just depends on it really depends on the host and how strong of a package you bought. So, do you boost your IFTTT URLs to burst search engine? Do I build links to my IFTTT links? No, that would take too much time, and I don't mess around with that. With over 41,000 posts per project, do you have specific cities you like to try to boost? No, most of the time I go for every city. So, but if there's one that I find there's some value in ranking, I might throw some PBN links at it. So if I see that there's traffic from a certain area, or if I get a client that wants to rent a certain page or something like that, then then yeah, I'll work on boosting that particular one. But not as a general rule. It just, if I have a specific reason to, I do. So hopefully that answers that. After creating mass pages using Workhorse, can we create pages for the same site using different titles? Example, best DUI lawyer in city, and then create another mass page using best divorce lawyer in city. Yeah, that's a great idea. It's a good way to double the size of your site and build more authority and rank you for more terms and get more traffic. So yes, absolutely you can and should do that. Where can we get powerful and free do-follow backlinks such as Tumblr, Teespring, and Reddit? 3 or more ideas. Well, you can start with Tumblr, Teespring, and Reddit. Those are 3 ideas. Alignable that I mentioned earlier is a good one. It's free. It's kind of like LinkedIn, but it also has a lot of like local features. So it's a good networking. It's a good do-follow link. A lot of like profile type links like that. Look around. I don't have any off the top of my head, but there's stuff like Zillow or I don't know. Look in places where you can get profiles that have links. Those tend to be free. I'm not 100% sure, but I think Medium has a do follow link, and that's free. No idea why people sell those sometimes. I don't know. Off the top of my head, that's all I can think of. But yeah, so hopefully that answers that. But just look around for like places where you can set up profiles, and those tend to be do follow. So. Do you think it's reasonable to quit my 70-plus hour per week job within 6 months of living expenses and make a full-time income in client SEO in that time using cold email and phone follow-up, $3K to $4K per month? Okay, well, first of all, I am not going to tell you what I think you should do because I don't want that responsibility. What I'm going to do is say hypothetically what I would do in that situation. 70 hours a week is a lot. There's still plenty of other time to work on getting some clients, doing some cold email, depending on the type of job you have. I would work on at least getting some cash flow coming in, whether it's selling microservices or Shopify or something like that before I quit at all, even if I had money saved up. I don't know. What I did was I stayed late at my job and continued to work on it until the wee hours of the morning. So I would at least get some income coming in before I was to quit my job. And again, I'm talking about the hypothetical me and not you. So it depends on your situation and how much you need money and how hard it would be for you to do it. But if you're unhappy, you need to find a way to be happy about it. But my suggestion is to at least have some money coming in before you take the plunge. But eventually, yeah, I would think that you should be able to pick up 3 to 4K a month worth of clients pretty easily. So hopefully that helps. What software do you use on a daily basis? I use Microsoft Outlook and Excel. I use quite a bit. I use Cinewire most days. Camtasia Recorder and Camtasia Studio I've been using a lot lately. Kajabi is amazing. It's one of my favorite platforms now. It's what I build membership sites with and do some email marketing with. I use Market Hero most days. ClickFunnels I use quite a bit. Let's see what else. Off the top of my head, that's all I can think of. I'm sure I'm forgetting ones. If you can include stuff like, SERP. I use SERP.net almost every day. Occasionally I still use Majestic or Ahrefs on their own. Yeah, I guess that's about it. PowerPoint I use quite a bit. In fact, that's what's on your screen right now. So I guess it's kind of impressive that I didn't think of that. GoToWebinar I use more and more. So yeah, that's about them. That's the main ones I can think of right now. How do you get yourself into a state of mind of just calling up clients without getting nervous and selling them? Okay, so for me it's a little different. I used to work in politics where a lot of what you did was basically cold calling, so I've gotten over that fear because people are even meaner to politicians than, well, people that work in politics than they are to SEOs. So you'll get over that quickly. I guess the thing to do is just keep doing it until it's so common to you that it doesn't scare you anymore. The best way to conquer fear is just to do something, and that goes for cold calling especially, because not especially, but definitely it's one thing that you want to keep doing until it's not scary anymore. Because what's the worst that's going to happen? Somebody's going to hang up on you. They're going to be rude to you. They're going to say something mean to you, make a YouTube video, put you on blast, whatever. No, I mean, none of that matters. You get over it pretty quickly, and then you just move on to the next call. Don't take it personally. Just keep grinding until you're not scared anymore. And the more you won't. Once you're not scared, you'll get better at it. And the more you do it, and the more clients you get from it, the less you're going to have to do it. So, I guess my point, what I'm trying to say, is just keep doing it, and you'll keep getting better at it, and be less scared of it. So, hopefully that helps. Do you ever wire blast your PBNs? No. I know some people swear by sending social signals to their PBNs and traffic, and that may be perfectly valid, but I don't bother with it. I think it could help, but I don't think I would do SendWire because I don't want to send links to all my. I have the same SendWire accounts in my account, and I don't want to link to all my PBNs from the same accounts. So, and I'm not going to take the time to do this. These go to this PBN and these go to this PBN and so on. So no, I don't. But sending some social signals to your PBNs isn't a horrible idea, along with traffic as well. So hopefully that answers that. And I think that's the last of our questions. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, hit the little notification bell so you get notified whenever I release a new video. If you want to ask questions of your own and get some great SEO conversation and other things, you can come over and visit us in our Facebook group at superstarseo.com/Facebook. If you'd like some great SEO training, please check out Superstar University at superstarseo.com/university. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. If you have any other questions, you can leave them in the comment section. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video, and have a great one.